And hello all my fellow nerds out there, this is Oracle Nerd Richie and welcome to Naturally Me. Or I like to call it Nat Me 20. At least that's why I'm calling it. Anyways, this is another game that I found on itch. It is a visual novel where I guess it takes place in a D&D sort of thing, Dungeons and Dragons, because I can recognize a D20 anywhere. I never really played Dungeons and Dragons too much. I tried some D&D with a few friends. I couldn't get into it, but... Well, actually I did get into it a couple of times, but I never actually fully experienced D&D myself. However, we're going to be going through this visual novel. It kind of has a D&D feel to it. Just like our Fantastic Wonderland, if you guys remember me playing that game a while back. So let's go ahead and just click start. Our story takes place in a realm known as Izamar, where kings, monsters, and magic run wild. In a massive realm, there's a group of adventurers who are currently residing in a city known as Aladon. Those adventurers are Lydia Heartbreaker the Cleric, Constantine Bonharsh the Paladin. Ooh, that's actually a really cool name. Like, Constantine is like one of those names I really like. Trix the Wizard. Okay, that naming is pretty clever. I'm already getting goosebumps, and we're not even a minute in. Clams the Rogue, a rat rogue. Okay. Ooh, and Helia Copperspring the Bard. Our heroes have just returned from a mission where they were tasked to seeing what's going on with the city's water supply after reports of residents getting sick. While down the city's sewers, they found out that the water was being poisoned by a sewer-dwelling hermit. They were able to defeat the hermit and bring him to justice. When asked why he committed such a heinous crime, the hermit explained that he wanted to weaken the city's military. Then, with the military weakened, he would recruit a group of monsters that would help him take over the city. Sadly for the hermit, even if our heroes didn't intervene, no monster would ever think about joining him. The man was as fit as a twig and had no social skills whatsoever. If you want to recruit an army of scary monsters to help you take over a city, you at least need some muscle mass and good social skills. But we're getting off track here. Anyway. Ooh. Okay, it's a gallery of friends here. Now, our brave adventurers are clearly resting in a tavern called the Royal Squash. It was early in the afternoon when our adventurers arrived, so the bar's only customers are some day drinkers and knights who just want a place to relax without the need to feel a buzz. Barmaid. Here are your drinks. The barmaid carefully sets each adventurer's drink on the table. As Constantine pulls out his wallet, the barmaid waves her hand. No need. The drinks are on the house. Oh god. Okay. So the way I debate this is, what kind of voice should I give these characters? Because when it comes to visual novels, you have to breathe life into these characters, and it all comes from the voice. Like, not just from the design, not just from their personalities, not just from what they use as weapons. It's their voice that gives them real personality. So take note of that, visual novel makers. Though honestly, I don't know what voice to give them either. So give them either. Really? I guess that would work. Of course. Word of your work in the sewers is already spread throughout the city. I'm really grateful that we could start serving tap water here again. You wouldn't believe how quickly we went through our supply of bottled water. We were on our last case when we found out that you solved the water supply issue. So the least we can do is give you a free round of drinks. Wait, Lydia. Okay, Lydia, from the name, I'm assuming is female. I would guess it's female, but I don't know. They could be anything. They could be anything though, so I don't want to assume. Oh wait, actually, is there? Wait, hold up. Let me see something. Is there anything about them that we need to know? Okay, no, it's just credits. Huh. I guess we'll probably learn about them as we go on. Well, thank you kindly, Miss Rosemary. Thank you, Rosemary. May God bless you for your kindness. Lydia gives the young woman a short bow. I'll be sure to honor you in my newest song. The woman's cheeks lighten up with a pink hue, her face feeling incredibly warm. Me? In a song? Surely you jest. I never joke around when it comes to song making. You deserve to be known by the masses for your generosity. After thanking the group once more, the barmaiden walks off and starts serving other customers. The group begins chatting while sipping on their alcoholic beverages. Well, aside from Trix. Since she was only 18, she legally couldn't drink alcohol, but that did not stop her from having her first and last alcoholic beverages in a few months back. When Constantine and Lydia weren't looking, she was able to successfully get an alcoholic beverage after flirting with some old dude who wanted nothing in return. After finishing it, Trix was doing cartwheels around the tavern and screaming nonsense about how a gigantic octopus clowns were going to invade all of Izamar, and the adventurers quickly left the bar in shame, vowing to never return. After that incident, Constantine made sure that she only ever ordered non-alcoholic drinks. Today's drink, a Lucky Pecker, a fancy fruit drink with a tiny umbrella and a colorful straw that loops around. Anyway, as the group chatter, they overhear two boisterous men at a nearby table. Okay. Oh, and the zoom in, alright. Did you hear about the new quest, the Adventurers Guild? You need to be more specific than that, buddy. There are 5 new quests posted there every day. Which quest are you talking about? You know, the one with the dragon. The adventurer's ears perked up. A dragon? Did they hear him right? 30 miles up north, there's a dragon hiding in a cave. According to the knights in the guild, the king has sent multiple of his men to try and get rid of the damn thing. But none of them have returned. The man's friend scoffs. So he's sending us common folk to deal with it? Typical. Yeah, but I hear there's a huge reward. Oh yeah? How good? 100 gold? No, 10,000. The adventurer's jaws hit the floor. 10,000? Imagine all the cool weapons we can buy with 10,000 gold. With that kind of money, I could finally buy a pet spider I've always wanted. As long as I'm alive, you're never going to get that pet spider. Trix's shoulders slump. 10,000, you say? Hearing the voice of the other man, the group quiets down so they can hear the men's conversation. The gruff-looking man looks down his drink, swirling it around as if giving the quest a thought. Is he going to take the quest? After all, who can say no to 10,000 gold? Then the man shakes his head. Nah, there's no way in hell I'm going to take that job. Surely the money's nice, but I could put my daughter through magic school with that. And I could put my daughter through magic school in that. But it isn't worth risking my life for. What happens if I die? I can't leave my husband and kids behind. The man's friend takes a sip of his drink. Amen to that. The group of men move from the dragon and start talking about recent gossip spreading around in Aladon. Did you hear that, guys? He's not going to take the quest. Trix is wearing her signature grin, which makes Lydia and Constantine grimace. Trix, we're not. We're going to slay the dragon and become rich. Hell yeah, we are. Of course, Trix's partner in crime, Clams, was just as excited as she was. Whenever there was a mission that needed a plan, especially one that would allow for a chaotic plan, the strategist was all for it. Trix jumps onto the table, causing all the group's drinks to wobble. Get off the table, Trix, you're causing a scene. Hear me, patrons of... what's this place called again? The Royal Squash, Trix. I like how she comes on the side, just, hello! How they come from the side. Hear me, patrons of the Royal Squash. My group and I will slay the dragon that lies north of Aladon. The tiny goblin thrusts her right fist into the air. Then we'll bring its head back here as a trophy. For a second, the tavern is silent, processing Trick's words. Then the entire tavern erupts into cheers. I was expecting laughs. Okay, so that's enough out of you. That's enough out of you. Hearing enough out of her small goblin fiend, Lydia, the leader of the party, grabs hold of Trix, but the stubborn girl tries to wiggle free out of her grasp. Hey, put me down, Lydia. Let me speak to the people. They love me. Nope, you've done enough talking for today. Now sit down and continue drinking your juice like a good little goblin you're supposed to be. Lydia plops Trix back down on the bar stool. So stupid. Despite being upset, Trix grabs the straw and begins sipping her delicious Lucky Pecker. I don't know why you're so upset, Lydia. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We're capable adventurers. That they were. No one in the group could deny that. However, just because they were all excellent fighters doesn't mean that they didn't have 1, 2, or 10 missteps along the way. Trix is right, Lydia. With her, Helia's magic, your and Constantine's brute strength, and my wonderful strategic planning, nothing can stop us. Remember the time we took out a bunch of zombies, and there were like 20 of them, but we managed to make it out alive. But that's only because we summoned them. Listen, that was an accident. How was I supposed to know that reading a spell book in a language I didn't understand was going to do that? Yeah, that was just an accident. How about when you two nearly killed Princess Serafina? Was that also an accident? It was their first mission together. The group also, although coming from completely different walks of life, all share one goal: to save the princess and bring peace back to the kingdom of Anayadora? I want to say that's how you pronounce it. Everything was going fine. Well, that was until they arrived at the warlord's hideout. The place was crawling with bad guys. Seeing how many enemies there were, Clam suggested that Trix should use a fire spell to wipe out all the bad guys. The issue was that Trix never used that spell before. You can see how things went right from there. Look, Trix going all wizard time motherfuckers fireball.
It's wizard time, motherfucker! Fireball!
Listen, it's not my fault that my fire spell missed my target and that the warlord's hideout also happened to be incredibly flammable. Mistakes happen. I haven't missed a single spell since. Besides, we managed not only to save the princess, but because of my spell, all the bad guys in the hideout ended up dying because of the fire. So if you ask me, I did ourselves a favor. Leah pinched the bridge of her nose while Constantly takes a giant sip of his drink. Didn't the princess need a lot of counseling afterwards? Helia asks. Her fingers stop tracing over the strings of her mandolin. She did? That's what I heard from the old rumor mill. I turned what I heard into an excellent song, her time being held captive but then saved by a group of adventurers, although the ending is bittersweet. What with her nearly dying and all, would you guys like to hear it? Everyone shakes their head. Pity, I see how it is. Well, I'll perform it another time for a paying audience. The bard gets back to strumming her instrument, humming a tune quietly to herself. Anyways, I think we could take on a dragon, especially if he's in a cave. There's no way a cave can catch on fire. Plus aren't dragons like flame resistant since they breathe fire? Actually, they aren't. From my experience in the military, although fire isn't the best option against them, they aren't completely resistant to it. So, that means I can use fire! Hearing that fire wasn't completely off the table, causes Trix to clap her hands together like an excited child who is about to be taken to the festival filled with games and treats. Seeing their little companion pain this amped up causes Constantine and Lydia to sweat a little. We didn't even say yes! Well, I think we should do it. What do you think, Clams? I think we should as well. Like I said, we're experienced adventurers. No matter what happens, we'll all make it out alive. Save for their old friend Beef, but that's a story for another time. What do you say, Helia? You're the oldest out of all of us, so your vote matters the most here. The fairy shrugs. Why not? Another adventure means another song I can write, which means more money for me. Ha! That's 3 against 2! It looks like we're going to kill a dragon. With that, Trix finishes the last of her drink. Well, my friends, adventure waits for no one. Let's be off before someone else takes the quest from us. Aye aye, Trix. Adventure waits for no one. Whoop, there they go. The best friends rush out of the tavern, Trix mounted on Clam's shoulders for easy transportation. This should make for an interesting song. You always say that about every mission we go on. Well, that's because every journey we go on is dangerous and someone nearly dies. That's what makes it so interesting. No one would pay to listen to a song where adventurers are frolicking in fields become friends with the baddies, right? I mean, would you tip me if I played a song like that in the tavern? Even if you were completely blasted. I wouldn't be drunk to begin with. If I had to be honest, no, I probably wouldn't. I thought so. Anyway, the bard puts her instrument on her back and starts flying towards the exit. We should probably get to the Adventurers Guild before those idiots accept the quest without us and get themselves killed. With that, Helia leaves the Royal Squash. Dang it. Well, I guess we have no choice, Constantine. Are we really doing this, Lydia? Aren't you afraid of what might happen? We don't really have a choice, Constantine. The party voted that we take on the mission. Well, that's true, but we're the adults of the group. We can put a stop to this. We can take all of Trix's things and put her in a timeout at the inn. She can't stop us. Without Trix by her side, Clem won't do anything. Clem will just sit in timeout with her. They'll be safe, and for once, the party will be able to get a much needed day of rest. For a moment, Lydia considers that option. A day where the team could finally rest and they could do whatever they wanted. Now that sounds like paradise. However, would that really be okay? Stealing Trix's things, but that was morally dubious at best, and she would be hurting Trix in the process. Not only that, but Clams would also be pissed off if she found out her comrade stole her BFF's things. It was one thing to try to talk to them out of a mission, but maybe even give them a stern talking to, but the group just made a democratic decision, even if Helia was in the camp of, whatever, I don't really care what we do. Constantine's heart was in the right place, but still. The orc shook her head. When I joined this group, Constantine, I wanted to spread kindness and happiness throughout the realm of Izamar. That's what God wants me to do. If killing this dragon will achieve that, then I need to do it, even if I'm scared of what might happen. Lydia... Plus, think about it. Would you really be able to put both Trix and Clams in timeout? What do you mean? Lydia leans forward with a playful smile on her face. You know what I mean, silly. You act tough, but... She pokes the left side of Constantine's chest. Your heart. It's pure. All those two have to do is just say please in a high-pitched voice, and you'll let them out of timeout. You're such a softie. Constantine sighs and smiles softly, bringing his drink to his lips. It's really hard to ignore them when they do that. Lydia chuckles. I know. Anyway, let's finish up our drinks and get going. Our chaotic children are waiting for us. And so, Lydia and Constantine, after taking the last sips of their drink, leave the tavern and head towards the Adventurers Guild. Ooh. When Constantine and Lydia arrive at the Adventurers Guild, the rest of the group were waiting for them by the entrance. Jeez, what took you two so long? In reality, Constantine and Lydia were only gone for a few minutes. Trix is just incredibly impatient. Patience is a virtue, Trix. Patience. There's a dragon we need to kill. I wish you weren't so excited about the killing part. If it helps Constantine, I'm excited about the gold. That's the only thing you're only ever excited about, though. Because money is one of the few things that fills the void in my tiny heart. That's depressing. That's life, isn't it? You wake up to the same song and dance until eventually you die. I'm going to make sure you talk to a therapist at the local church when we get back, Helia. For now, let's go talk to the guildmaster and ask him about the quest. Yes, please. The group rushes to the guildmaster, whose smile reaches from ear to ear upon seeing them. Ah, dear adventurers, back so soon? I thought you would be resting after bringing in the man who poisoned our water supply to justice. I thought we would be too, but crime doesn't sleep, so neither will we. I guess not. So, how can I help you today? We want to kill the dragon. The dragon? Actually, someone just took that quest right before you lot came in. What? No way! I was surprised too, but a lone dwarf warlock who took it. It was a lone dwarf warlock who took it. I was hesitant to give him the quest, if I had to be honest, but he was insistent on taking it. So, I'm sorry, but I can't give you the quest. Maybe you can talk to the dwarf and ask to join him. I'm sure he would appreciate the help. Thank you, Guildmaster. Do you know where we can find him? He's actually over there talking to himself, I think. Oh! The Guildmaster points over to a lone dwarf warlock standing over in a corner, who is indeed mumbling to himself. Well, dragon? There's no way he'll be able to kill the dragon by himself. You never know. Now, trust me, Lydia, I've seen this kind of behavior in war before. You can tell by how someone's standing around, hopping from one leg to the other. He's unsure of himself. According to my calculations, he has a 0.00004% chance of surviving, and that's me being generous. With us, his chances of survival jump to 86%. So let me talk to him. I'll be able to convince him. You? Talk to him? No, absolutely not. Huh? Why not? Look at the state of this man. He's nervous. If we have any chance of convincing him, we should send in someone who can help calm him down first. I say that Lydia should go and talk to him. She's the nicest, most approachable one out of all of us. She would always tell us stories about how people would come out to her after church services to talk to her when they had to open up about something. That is true. But is Lydia a smooth talker? I mean, have y'all seen me at the bar? I've hit it off plenty of times with the patrons. I don't see how that has to do with anything. Listen, I can easily smooth talk my way with the dwarf, and boom, we'll be on our way to killing the dragon in no time. Trix might be better in this situation. She's the most charismatic person in the group. Please tell me we actually get to make a choice now. You're just saying that because you're her best friend. No. Okay, you're right. But that's because best friends stick together. Thanks, bestie. I knew I could always count on you. Clams and Trix hug. But us being BFFs aside, it's also true that Trix has never failed to win someone over. You've all seen it with your own eyes. That's true. Oh! So, what? So who should talk to the dwarf? The flirt-nosed Trix or the kind-hearted Lydia? Oh, we actually get to make a decision. Alright, this actually feels like D&D now. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think we should have Lydia talk to the dwarf, or should we have Trix smooth talk to dwarf? I honestly don't know. You know what? I think we should give Trix a chance. Let's just see if she can actually smooth talk him. Claims is right. I think we should let Trix talk to the guy. Awesome. But the moment things go south, we're stepping in. Psh, do you not have any faith in me? No. I'd rather not say. Constantine just, nope, I'm not saying anything. Wow, y'all suck. No worries, Trix. I have faith in you. Thanks, bestie. I always knew you were one of my I can't read today. I always knew that you were my one and only true friend in this group. Well, I can't wait to prove you all wrong. Watch, we'll be on the road to kill that dragon in no time. Trix rushes off to the nervous dwarf while her teammates watch carefully. When she gets close, the guy doesn't notice at first, which is new because usually people would notice Trix immediately. Huh, weird. She taps the dwarf warlock on the shoulder. He jumps as if he'd seen a ghost. Eep! Once again, at first for Trix, but she doesn't back down. Trix gives the guy her cutest smile, making sure to show off her dimples. Oh! Hi? Hi. So, what's your name? Borald. Yours? Trix. You know, I'm surprised I haven't heard of you before. I mean, you have a really gorgeous beard. I'm surprised the people of Aladon aren't talking about it. Really? Yeah, I don't just hand out that kind of compliment to just anyone. It's true, I don't usually hear Trix tell people that, even when we're at taverns, but plus I have to agree, the guy's beard is pretty cool. Yeah, it is. Constantine, you're just saying that because you're a fellow beard man. Everyone nods in agreement. This Borald guy has a really nice beard. I mean, yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. Nothing compared to my beard, though. And yes, I know my avatar doesn't show that, but I actually do have a beard. Thank you. I like your cloak. Where did you get it? Oh, this little thing? My old roommate back at my academy knitted it for me before I got kicked out. Oh, how did you get kicked out? Oh no. Don't tell me she's going to actually tell him why she got kicked out. Oh, I pulled one too many pranks on the staff. I think the final straw was when I summoned a bunch of dogs in the dean's office, fully knowing he was allergic to them. But boy, were those dogs super cute. I'm glad I was able to go out on such a banger. I see. Hey, at least she didn't bring up the prank that she pulled during exams. Apparently she stole all the test answers from the professor's desk to replace them with venomous snakes. Excuse me? She did what now? Nothing. I said nothing. Anyway, I heard from the guildmaster that you accepted a quest to kill the dragon. Is that true? That I did. Why do you ask? I was wondering... Twix twiddles her thumbs. Could me and my friends... Twix nudges her head to the direction of the group, all of whom wave at Borald. Join you on your quest? Not that you can't handle the dragon on your own, of course, but it's just that me and my friends really wanted to take that quest, so it would be really awesome if you could let us come with. No. Everyone's jaw dropped. Did I hear Borald correctly? Did he just say no? Wait, what? I'm sorry, but no. Did you think flattery was going to work with me? Well, yeah. I'm sorry, but perhaps you and your friends could take on another quest. I want to do this one by myself. Borald starts to walk away. Hey, you better reconsider, or else I'll... Trix quickly thinks of something, anything to say to the warlock. I'll break all the pots in your house. Good luck with that. I don't even own a house. Trix falls to her knees and punches the ground. Damn it! Trix! Clams runs towards their friend and begins comforting her. So, does that mean we aren't going on the quest? Helia lets out a heavy sigh. Oh well, this life-shattering moment would make for a good song. How the charming Trix finally managed to be knocked down a peg as a result and let us all down, and now we're out 10,000 gold. Helia frowns like a sad clown at a carnival. Gold makes me think I feel something. What am I going to do if we can't get our hands on that gold? Constantine and Lydia look at each other. We have to step in. Now! Agreed. The rest of the party walk up to Borald before he can exit the Adventurers Guild. Can I help you guys? I already said no to your friend. Can you please just leave me alone? Listen, I apologize for Trix's behavior. Especially about the part how she threatened to vandalize your home, even though you don't have one. It's just that she really wants to go on this quest to kill that dragon. So do I. Does your friend have any other reason she wants to go on this quest besides wanting to kill the dragon for fun? No. I have a different reason. I want money. You're not helping, Helia. It's the truth, though. Unlike you all, I'm not doing this quest for the fun or for the money. Then what is your reason? I feel like I have something to prove to the people back home. Borald shifts uncomfortably. Anyway, if you all don't have anything else to say to me, I need to get going. The shops are going to close soon. Borald turns down his feet, but before he can even take a single step towards the door, Lydia grabs his bicep. Wait. What? This is the first time Borald makes eye contact with the group, and within his eyes was one thing: fear. Lydia could feel his arm trembling as she held it gently in her grasp. Does this man truly believe he could take on a fearsome dragon by himself? The one that's killed countless adventurers before him? His brain was telling him yes, that he could. However, his heart was telling him no. But even so, this guy wanted to go on this mission, so he can prove people wrong. I want him to live. I can't let him go on this mission by himself. Let us help you on your mission. I, as well as the others, want to prove your doubters wrong. What? I know what it's like to have people look down on you, for one reason or another. We've all experienced that. But you're going to be throwing your life away if you run there by yourself. So let us help you kill that dragon. That way you can come back victorious and show those people, whoever they may be, that you can do whatever you want regardless of your background or identity. That is by far one of the most positive messages I've seen on this channel. Because it really tells you that even especially in the real world, it doesn't matter where you come from or who you are or what you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do no matter what, and that phrase basically shows it. I say basically way too much. My point is that no matter who you are, where you come from, what you want to be, or what your identity is, you can do anything you put your mind to. And that's really saying something. That's something that us humans have that no other animals could probably have. At least I think so. I don't know. For a second, Borald takes in everything the orc has said to him. Her compassion, her bright smile. Lydia can feel Borald relax, so she releases her grip on him. Okay. If you all can help me accomplish my goal, then I don't see why I can't let you join me on my quest. Why didn't I just let Lydia talk to him in the first place? Everyone except Clams and Tricks, who are too busy crying in the corner, smile. Smile. Thank you so much, Borald. I'm Lydia, by the way. It's nice to meet you, Lydia. Let me inform. Constantly looks at his two favorite, a word he doesn't ever dare say aloud, troublemakers, and his smile immediately flips into a frown. It pains him to see them like that. Those two are good. Those two of the good news. That should make them feel better. Constantine walks over to an instant and Duo's face brighten up. They're so excited that you can hear them cheering from across the room. The poor people inside the Adventurers Guild had to cover their ears and to muffle shrills coming from the Clams and Tricks. After Constantine manages to calm the pair down, they regroup with everyone. I suppose introductions are in order? The fairy's name is Helia. Hello, Borald. Helia's voice is deadpan. Hi? Borald leans over to Lydia. Is she okay? No, not in the slightest. She has depression. Oof. I know how that feels. Oh. The one with the mohawk is Clams. She's our strategist and also ex-military. Oh, what army were you a part of? The Great Army of Sotopia. Oh, really? And wasn't that army the one who was involved in the Great Rat War? Clam shudders. We don't talk about that. Oh. Noted. Oh. After a moment of awkward silence, Lydia clears her throat. You've met Trix. Hi. Hi. Constantine nudges Trix. Go. Fine. Listen, Borald, I just want to say sorry for threatening to break all your pots in your home. But I meant what I said earlier when I said you had a cool beard. Sure, I was like trying to win you over and stuff, but that was a genuine compliment. I don't ever lie to people about that sort of stuff because it's rude. Borald smiles softly. Ah, well, thanks for the apology. I appreciate it. See? Was that so hard? Yes, it was. Apologies are just awkward. I hate them. Anyway, the next one is Constantine. I'm Constantine. Lydia and I are the ones who try to run a tight ship on this crew. They're not very good at it. Nope, not at all. Gee, thanks, guys. I see. Now an introduction's done, let's take a look at the map and plan out what we might need from town. Clarence takes out her map of the local area, and the journey north isn't treacherous. All the adventurers have to do is travel through a forest, and eventually they'll be at the cave. However, with the group just coming back from a mission, it'll be wise that they don't rush headfirst into things. Constantine suggested for the group to take a couple of breaks. That way, everyone is well rested for when they face the dragon. Everyone agreed that this was the best course of action. So it's settled. We'll spend a few hours venturing up north. If all goes well, we'll be in a small town called Wakat by nightfall. We'll rest there for a night and then continue our journey in the morning. Okay, everyone, let's go into the city and get everything we need. And as always, prepare for the worst. With that, everyone heads out to the Adventurers Guild and goes into town. Alright, and I think that would be a great spot to leave it on. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave a like, comment what you think, share this video with your friends, and be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single notification. I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye. But you never do. Sugar, there's a